In the beginning of the movie, Ajay is seen as an over-the-top professional professor named Neelam Sharma, who is liked by everyone, but because of his pen sense, he becomes quite successful in his work. One morning, when he comes to William College for work, he sees that there are more than 5,000 ministers who have come to the college from somewhere. The number of investors increases so much that they enter the stomachs of people in the form of sandwiches and create a storm. They are dependent on us celebs who were made free the previous day. After a little investigation, it is revealed that a few days ago, without Shravan's knowledge, he had pressed a button by mistake, due to which the school got damaged. He tries to identify this problem in the city and stop it and goes to Shaili, who is the chairman's favorite and looks just like him. The chairman and his team experiment with creating a drug that changes an obese man's DNA so that he can reduce weight quickly. They use it on Shelly. And Shunny loses 85 grams of weight for this film form. He gets to know about the vacancy in the city, as the system tells him to make Shaili bigger for leaders. This year he tells that this can be dangerous for Shaili. After that he calls the chairman and talks to him about the incident of the semester. He tells him that because of that incident the college's science department has made a lot of mistakes. A guy named Harlal who asks the school to donate $10 million is the last element. He warns Dean Islam that he is going to face a lot of problems. Experiment carefully because he does not want to do the channel. He is taking a class in the city and something written on the board remains due to his fat belly. He notices this thing and the children also laugh with him. After that a new teacher named Wish comes to meet him. She has just graduated in chemistry and teaches class in the hall. The chairman is impressed by her beauty and contentment. She tells the chairman that she has always wanted to meet him. And she loves his work a lot and he meets his family for dinner across the country and everyone in his family is sitting and he shares that this is a family problem and he is happy with his father being fat and overweight and he tells the chairman that he can do anything but cannot reduce his weight. Her father has a bad habit of passing gas while eating and he keeps passing gas until he is given protein. Her father's habit makes her very embarrassed and as her father gets up to change his clothes she tells him that no matter how he looks from outside, his heart is clean and beautiful and this is very important. Hearing all this, Motivate goes to the city and is asked to go on a date to Kala's house. Kala goes on a date, she agrees to go with him which raises a lot of questions in his mind and he makes plans to go to the Scream on Friday. When he comes home, he has a big smile on his face and he is finally able to go on a date with the girl he likes. He falls asleep while watching TV and dreams that he went to a black beach and kisses her there but her weight keeps her from falling. The chairman gets into the mud and gets up in fear. The TV show host is a businessman who can assign food and the head chairman also does this site and repeats it and gets ready to reduce his weight. A few days before the chairman goes to the gym and takes Zumba class. He still has to work hard to get fit. They go on Fridays and enjoy a lot. But the name Ray G comes up on many comedy stages. He keeps coming inside the people sitting in the house who make money in the city. Then he insults him more than he can. Now on hearing this, the chairman starts crying. Then he leaves the work for home to get the corner Shravan better again. She praises him and says thank you to him and goes to his home. He becomes lonely and sad. So he reaches there and eats. While eating, he falls asleep and sees a dream in which he gets a heart attack. And he becomes a joint in the chapter. He comes out of the hospital and destroys the whole world with his 1 point and he wakes up in fear which proves that if he continues on the path of slimming by exercising and consuming turmeric, he will never be able to become slim and he decides that he will use this serum himself in his life. At night, he takes medicine for the disease and injects it in himself. His blood pressure and heart rate increases a lot. Then a message appears on the computer screen that reconstruction is complete. He gets surprised when he wakes up the next morning. Because now he had become one fitter, he gets very happy and he goes and tells everyone. First of all he goes to the shoppers and on the same day when he is working in the loop, he gets called and the city does not recognize him. I seduce myself by the name of Baddie Love and tell her that I am an American at the bus stand. He asks her to go to the class. Carria thinks for a while and says yes because he is my true friend. Suddenly Baddie's fingers welcome her. And before the chairman changes it he sends a workout from there. She meets the workbench man and tells him about the big deal and also that he wants to take Big Boss on a date. Then I tell him that Baddie is a good person and he should go. He goes to a big sports club in which he was never fit with the body of the chairman. He goes to the program and Ray G again goes to cancel the show. This time Baddie insults Ray G a lot and after going on the stage this uncle does a better job. The one who wins the show keeps watching all this. He has to take all the tension of the show but he is not able to do anything for the show but he pushes her and shares his body with her and he kisses Karen and after some time his lower lip gets spread and he comes out from there giving an excuse of allergy. In the clock there is a chairman consistent population. He gives the card to Matter and asks him. When the son tells him that it belongs to Baddie, he feels that Baddie has used the money of the chairman. To catch him, he follows him in his car. The chairman's lower lip is in the car. share it too much and his lips are also breathless. Jane Sir likes it that he has just used it in the city and he has to take it out in the sports car. He has to cut the sports car for the chairman. The next day, he is late for the class. No student comes to the class. Instead, the teacher is waiting for him in anger. He asks about the sports car, which is not in the name of the chairman. He doesn't say anything to him about this useless expenditure. Here he says that if there is any problem in Harlan's funds, then he will kill him. He wants that chairman's serum project should be liked by Harlan. He meets Chairman Chala and Kala gives him money for big money. She shares her feelings and says that it is a little strange. The chairman takes Kala to meet his family for dinner. There, the chairman's family members ask Kala personal questions about her relationship. Kala feels very uncomfortable with this. She feels very awkward due to Cher's father's award. Then Cher drops her home in the city and apologizes to her on behalf of his family. Cher tells Cher Man that she is waiting for the elder's call. This is in brief realizes that he can approach the task as a bigger person and so he puts serum in the loop. He goes to conceive but Chan refuses because when he takes it, its taste level increases a lot and it does not look like a chairman at all, and if it is done for a long time then it can take over the whole body of the big city. Ka tries to stop him but Batty is very smart. Batty goes to the hotel for some work where Harman finds it nice to have dinner with the chairman. Batty gives the idea of a serum to please Holland and Batty appeals to Harman very well. He does this and physically describes the girl standing there and also takes full credit in the name of the chairman. Carria is very happy to see all this and she goes and tells this to Batty. Batty tells her that which can be done with any girl. She leaves in anger and Dee gives the opposite of the prohibition to the elder sister and asks her to give a final presentation in the hole. He parties the whole night and dies. The next morning he finds the chairman in a shared American body and there are girls all around him on his bed. After some time the black girl comes and seeing the chairman with a girl she tells him that you are also like Batty. He goes to the office and learns from the news agency ANI that he is gone and Batty has been found in his place. He comes home disappointed and accidentally sees the news on TV. Vish reminds him and a video starts playing on the TV in which he makes fun of the chairman's boring life and asks him to take shelter. The chairman destroys all this in anger and goes to Langar and asks Jason to destroy the sample as well. The body's chairman's diet drink is also adulterated with alcohol, and as he drinks it in the city, it is transformed into alcohol, and he goes to York. Jason sees on the computer that a message appears that Batty's test level has increased significantly. He has already done it, and if he does one more film in Delhi, then the chairman will be blown away and he will be on a big stage and will tell everything about the film. Sometimes his stomach comes out and sometimes he goes into a tailspin and everyone present there is astonished to see this. As he goes there and just refuses with me, he starts choking himself. Then it is revealed that he is the common chairman's and he the elder one is stopping and is able to take a large number of them in his hand and turns into black. The chairman's parents and everyone are fond of it. Sharma tells them all that this was to help everyone immediately, but it fails miserably. Is done and he says that I should have tried to mix it with myself in a better way. He is disappointed and is leaving from there. Then Kala stops him and asks him to dance and tells him that after you I have always liked you for a clean mind. He agrees to fund Arvind for his weekend remedies and says that the experiment has been done for a year and the sting by the Americans has touched his heart and friends. This is the same here in the end. Do tell us in the comments how you like Professor. Chairman, and finally thanks for watching.
कमेंट्स में जरूर बताना कि आपको प्रोफेसर शेरमैन कैसा लगे. एंड फाइनली थैंक्स